It's time to check in on construction around Epic Universe, Universal Orlando's newest theme park opening next year in 2025. Scaffolding has come down around the entire village street in Dark Universe. The How to Train Your Dragon roller coaster is testing, and Universal has released more details on some of the hotels for this park. Let's go over all that, plus permits, rumors, and work happening all around Epic Universe in today's news update. Starting our update in Dark Universe, the land featuring the Universal classic monsters like Frankenstein and Wolfman. After entering the portal, visitors will make their way through a winding path lined with gravestones and a crypt. Then they'll reach the walls of the entrance to the village of Darkmoor. At least that's the name we believe will be used for this village based on trademark applications filed by Universal. Scaffolding is now down around the entire village street, revealing multiple stunning facades that look like they're right out of a 1930s monster movie set. What appears to be a well or a fountain is being constructed in the center of the village square. On the left side of the street is where you'll find the land's main retail location. Here we can see attachment points for signage added to the retail location's main entrance. Located on the right side of this structure are the land's main restrooms, which can be accessed through this arched entry. On the other side of the street, this large wall of village facades is in front of the land's main dining location, which is rumored to be named Das Steakhouse. According to permits, this dining location will be set up as an upscale quick service. Similar to restaurants like Leaky Cauldron at Universal Studios Florida, this is where you would wait in line to order at the counter, but then your food is brought to your table when it's ready. It appears that poured concrete pathways are getting carved lines to appear as though they are separate bricks. Moving out of the village and deeper into the land, the large manor facade for the main ride, expected to be named Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, continues to receive finer details. A small section of vines wrapping around the front of the manor has started to receive color. Around the back of the manor, the extended queue for this large indoor ride has received landscaping, including trees planted on the berm that blocks backstage areas and the nearby extended Kirkman Road. The arrow in this photo is pointing at a crypt located within this extended queue area. The other attraction for Dark Universe is a spinning roller coaster that we expect to be named Curse of the Werewolf. A Romani-style wagon has arrived, now parked along the path in front of this roller coaster. We had previously seen this wagon prop, wrapped in plastic, staged in the lot across the street from Epic Universe. This wagon is expected to be part of the ride's main entrance, which will be this path seen to the right. This dark spot on the side of the wagon may even be for some sort of signage. Rumored to be themed after the fortune teller Maleva from the original Wolfman film, there will be multiple wagons here as placemaking for the ride. Across the path from the coaster's main entrance, a kiosk has arrived, which is themed similarly. Perhaps this could be a retail location related to the attraction. Universal has filed a trademark application for the name The Guild of Mystics for use as a retail location, so perhaps that could be the name for this. We can see that the Curse of the Werewolf ride is still testing, as the train seen here on the final brake run is partially filled with dummies. The seats for the coaster train face forward and back, as this attraction appears to be a free-spinning roller coaster. The framing above the final brake run, as well as over sections of the queue, will be for tent-themed canopies, which will fit within the fortune teller theme. Moving now to the wizarding world of Harry Potter: Ministry of Magic, the land based on both the Fantastic Beasts films and the original Harry Potter series, new work has started that will change the landscape of this Parisian-style city square. Supports for a large circus tent are beginning to show up, right here in the middle intersection where all the streets within the land meet. This circus tent will serve as the main entrance for the land's live stage show, which we believe will be inspired by scenes from the second Fantastic Beasts film. After passing through the circus tent entrance, we will make our way into the buildings behind it, creating the illusion of a much larger space inside the tent. A new poster for potions has been hung up near the large mural on this structure. Scaffolding has come down along the street beside the theater building, revealing new phrases and graphics printed on the buildings. At the end of this street is where the exit for the theater show is located, with the doors for the exit seen below. The facade is now marked as Hotel and features a snail graphic painted on it. Elsewhere in the land, trays of chimneys are being installed along this rooftop. We can see many of these trays of chimneys already installed. Sidewalks are being poured along this street, leading from the cafe's main entrance to the department store on the corner. Some Paris street-style paving work is visible here, but most of the finished streets have been covered to protect them from the elements. At the end of this street, on the left side of the land, is the entrance to the main attraction, which we believe will be named Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. A small, extended exterior queue area is being formed outside of this building, which will be used for overflow queuing. What may have been one of the ride vehicles for this massive indoor ride was recently spotted being driven on the highway. This TikTok video shows a large crate with project number 905 written on it, which is the project number for the Wizarding World land at Epic Universe. It shows SimTech Systems as the shipper for the crate, which is a manufacturer listed as the contractor in notices of commencement for this land. Looking at recent shipping logs for SimTech, which is located in Germany, we can see that they've been shipping ride equipment to Universal Creative in Orlando. This equipment is listed as being for a dark ride system. The ride vehicles for the Ministry of Magic Dark Ride are expected to be large and feature elevator-themed seating areas sitting atop a motion base, which itself will run along a track. Imagine the seating arrangement and car shape for the Tower of Terror, but sitting on a motion base equivalent to Star Tours. And that is riding along a track like the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Here is a patent for the motion base that we believe is related to this project. We can see that unlike the vehicles for Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man or Transformers The Ride 3D, this motion base not only has 3 axes of movement, but also has the ability to go up and down a considerable amount. This will help to create the feeling of rising and falling through simulated elevator shafts between the larger scenes on the ride. Heading now to Super Nintendo World, where new trees have been planted on the sides of the land's entry portal. These new trees continue up the left side of the portal within a large planter in front of the land's exterior walls. Inside of the land, on the second level, framing for the towers of Peach's Castle have been added. Here we can see an unpainted rotating set piece that will be part of one of the land's power-up band key challenges. Named Goomba Crazy Crank, this key challenge involves trying to knock a Goomba down from this rotating landscape. And here we can see the unpainted rotating set piece, which is yet to be installed. Also on the second level, a new falling thwomp has been installed. We can get a good sense of scale for how big the land's piranha plants are by looking at these workers near the base of this one, which is wrapped in plastic to protect it during construction. On the lower level, foundation work is happening for a centerpiece element, which is used for character greetings in Universal Studios Japan. Foundations for 4 lampposts can also be seen within this central courtyard area. The entry ring at the front of Toadstool Cafe has been installed. This will be the entry to the land's main dining location. Behind this area, new set pieces have been installed within the Donkey Kong Country Miniland featuring the minecart roller coaster. Most notably, the barrel that riders will be launched through near the start of the ride has been installed atop the temple front. After climbing the lift hill, this barrel will appear to launch riders over a waterfall and create the momentum for the entire roller coaster ride. A new carved monkey face has been added on the temple wall that the minecarts will enter right after this barrel launch. Here we can see a plank-themed divider wall being installed to help separate 2 different sections of ride track from each other. On the ground, screaming pillars have been installed since our last update. It was rumored early on that one of these may appear to start to fall toward us as we pass. After the pillars, the rockwork surrounding the water feature scene is being painted, and new prop crates have been added around this turn. Over at How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, the land we've most recently received official details for, we can now compare the current stage of construction to official art to see how everything is lining up. Since our last update, we've gotten a good look at the coaster train for Hiccup's wing gliders. The train is designed to appear as though it was handmade by Hiccup himself. Here we can see that it's loaded with test dummies. This roller coaster attraction has been testing in recent weeks, and Amusement Insider on YouTube was able to get some footage of it. Featuring 2 launches and reaching speeds up to 45 miles per hour, Universal says that this family coaster allows riders to soar around the perimeter of Berk and even through the lagoon while experiencing firsthand what it's like to fly on a dragon. You can see the full testing video on Amusement Insider's channel from the link in the description. Temporary safety fencing has been added around the entire coaster ride during testing, even within the lagoon sections. Framing has started to be erected for the entrance to Hiccup's wing gliders. Here is what the entrance to the roller coaster looks like in official concept art, seen on the left. The building on the right will be the ride's exit gift shop. New foundations and footings have sprung up for the land's play area, named Viking Training Camp, which is located in front of the coaster's second launch. The grandstands behind the Dragon Racers Rally flat rides have received several dragon houses. The roller coaster attraction passes through these stands as seen in the testing footage. The entrance for Dragon Racers Rally is starting to take shape in front of the ride. In the center of the land, framing for scenic buildings has appeared within Berk's Village Square. Scaffolding has come down around the side walls of the Mead Hall dining location, revealing layers of green-topped rockwork. These mossy rock walls continue towards the back of the building. Scaffolding remains on the front of the Mead Hall, as well as the mountain above it, but we can see the head of one of the statues peeking out through the scaffolding on the front. Across the land, fake trees and painted 2D backdrops have been installed atop Spitfire Grill, an outdoor quick service location. At this arrow, we can see stonework and logs peeking out from behind scaffolding on the left side of this structure, where the restrooms will be located. Official concept art for this area shows an ice dragon poking out from the front. Above this section of the building, the tower on the roof has received plenty of color and decorative theming elements. At the back of the land, walls are being installed along the Haddock Paddock meet and greet area, located in front of the large theater building. The entrance to the theater show can be seen here at number 1 in this photo. On the other side of the theater, located backstage at number 5 in this photo, we can see what many believe could be a drone launch site. There are rumors that dragon-shaped robotic drones could be launched here to fly over the land, creating the effect of live dragons overhead. The final world of Epic Universe is Celestial Park, which encompasses all of the central areas of the park. In the very middle of Celestial Park, the framing for the domed roof of Constellation Carousel has been installed. Looking very closely inside, it appears that the central part of decorative elements hanging from the ceiling above the ride has been installed. Gold paint is now being added to the top parts of the main dome supports. Rockwork along the base of the supports has become more defined. Zooming out, a blue finish is being applied to the basin for this lagoon within the center of the park, the last of the main water features to get its blue color. Over at Starfall Racers, the other main attraction for this area, it appears that the second track has seen its protective plastic removed. Now that both tracks have been unwrapped, perhaps the second track can start testing. The roofs for a couple of the park's concierge kiosks are being installed. There will be 4 of these round information booths, one found near each of the portals to the different worlds of the park. Near each of these concierge kiosks, you can also find a small rectangular kiosk for retail. Framing for the outdoor bar we believe will be named Celis Tiki is coming along nicely, now with framing for the roof overhead. Rockwork can be seen in front of the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant at the back of the park. This rockwork motif is carried on from the park's large central fountain. From above, we can see the courtyard in front of Blue Dragon forming as well. Brickwork can be seen installed along the sides of the Oaken Star Tavern, a restaurant that will feature savory barbecue. Color has been added to the roof of the Pizza Moon pizza restaurant, and multiple windows can now be seen installed along the walls of Atlantic, a full-service restaurant. Looking closer at the basin in front of Atlantic's large picture windows, we can see unique patterns taking shape. Nearby, creating the headwaters for these basins, the cascading waterfalls are getting a textured look along their walls. This more naturalistic look is different from the pool-like clean walls for the other water features within Celestial Park. Small bridges are being added over these cascading waters to create a serene park area near the entrance to Epic Universe. Located at the very back of Celestial Park is the 500-room Universal Helios Grand Hotel. New roof panels are being installed on the domed section at the center of this hotel's roof. According to permit information, this dome is located directly over top of the hotel's rooftop bar. Behind the hotel, located within the center of this retention pond, permits describe the small peninsula of land as a fireworks launch site. Beside the hotel, we can see the Helios' pool being poured. Moving from the hotel behind the park to the two hotels located in front of the park, Universal has released new official renderings and details for the Stella Nova and Terra Luna resorts. Recapping most of what we already know, not many new details were revealed for these two hotels, which will feature 750 double queen guest rooms each, but they did reveal the names for all of their dining locations. At the Stella Nova Resort, there will be the Cosmos Cafe and Market, a quick service location, the Galaxy Bar and Galaxy Grill for drinks and food by the pool, and the Nova Bar for drinks served in the lobby. Terra Luna Resort's quick service is named Omega Cafe and Market, with its pool locations named Moonrise Bar and Moonrise Grill, and the Luna Bar is located in the lobby. Universal once again reminded us that reservations are open for Universal Stella Nova Resort opening January 21st, 2025, and Universal Terra Luna Resort opening February 25th, 2025. Now we can compare the resort's current construction progress to these new official renderings, with Stella Nova the furthest along. Terra Luna's reflective tile work has moved from the Universal Boulevard side to also now being installed on the Epic Universe side, and the framing for Terra Luna's Porte Cochere has been installed. Located just to the east of these two official Universal branded hotels, we can see the site of another hotel project, this one for a future W Hotel by Marriott. Located at the corner of Universal Boulevard and Destination Parkway, this proposed 400-room hotel was first announced in early 2023, but it does not appear that work has started yet. Permits and plans approved in December include many new images of this proposed 20-plus story tower, as well as its parking garage and on-site music venue. While not an official Universal branded hotel, the Orlando W Hotel's proposed 2,000-seat music venue is listed in permit documents, curiously, as the Epic venue. That's going to wrap it up for this update, but a huge thank you to BioReconstruct for the amazing aerial photographs. You can follow him on social media for more theme park photos. Be sure to leave a like on this video and comment if you're enjoying our coverage of the new park. And make sure you're subscribed to never miss an update. For even more information, as well as behind-the-scenes posts, your name in the credits, and more, consider joining our Patreon to support what we do. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.